he's all over. What? Do you think they did this on purpose? He's just, look at him. Do we take him with us?
I don't even know if it's time for us to get out. We gotta get out of here.
Of course we got to bloody get out of here, Boris. Or Trevor, someone has to have an idea. Because, look, quite frankly, Cleo and I have come up with the last few ideas, so maybe it's up to you this time, Boris or Trevor, to figure it out.
Okay, so the building is it's going to blow up. It's going to collapse on us. We're in the basement.
Oh, bloody heck, Cleo, it's down to us. He can't figure out a plan to save ourselves.
Should I scoop Channon into a bag?
I think we should take part of Channon, yes.
How do you choose what to take? Something that's not very wet?
Why don't we just take one of his belongings?
Right, yes. A collectible. That feels,
It's just a little bit cleaner.
Right.
Okay.
We're all going to end up like bloody Channon if we don't do something fast.
Yes, because, Trevor, you're meant to be coming up with a dang plan.
Heck, I'm trying.
Right, okay. So, building above us. Below us, Boris, is there anything below us?
There's probably sewers below us, but I don't have the schematics for the night city.
Okay, and so we might be able to go under it. Check. Around it. Is there any way that we can go sideways?
Hang on, let me just run into this bit of wall. Looks kind of thin.
I thought that was going to work, Trevor.
There's no way that's going to come down, so...
Trevor, did you just...
He just ran into a wall.
I know now ain't the time, but
Yes.
really, Trevor, hell.
I think stick to flying ships, Trevor. Okay, we can't go around it. We might be able to go under it. Over it, is that a no? I guess it's falling from up top, isn't
How
it?
fast can we even climb that ladder? What's that noise?
I think we're too late.
Oh, bloody heck, everyone. Quickly, shield umbrella time.
It's coming down!
Moments earlier, uptown mid-space. Dates!
Yes, Princess. We made it out just in time.
That's my entire house! It's all gone!
At least you are safe, Princess.
Captain is gonna pay for this. She's dead. She's dead. Where are our forces?
I'm afraid we sent many of them down into the Night City. And there are explosions coming from that direction.
Tell me we have a safe place to go.
I have a place. This way. Wait a second. Those explosions. Isn't that where the bear and the jellyfish live?
Oh, fuck.
Hello and welcome everybody to yet another pid stop.
Okay, third time.
Hello and welcome. Pid stop.
The pit stop.
Hello and welcome everybody to yet another pit stop along that road trip across the galaxy that we call the Backwater Bastards in space.
In space.
Oh, there we are. We're in it.
We're in it. We're on it.
Heck.
And in it.
So, before I drop a building on you all, I'm your Dungeon Master for the evening. With me, as ever, we have Daniel Matthews, a.k.a. Dr. Z, the Psychic Jellyfish.
And I am using all of my thought and power to stop some rocks from hurting us.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I am Groot.
And across the table, it's Taylor, a.k.a.
Lazy.
Cleo, the explosives expert bear.
Well, boom.
Heck.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I have.
That's all she wrote.
Thank you.
Boom.
And leading us through these murky waters of despair, destruction, and quite frankly, deceit, it is the untrustworthy,
The corrupt.
the dishonest,
The shady.
the fly-by-night,
The underhand.
the shifty,
By night, I like it.
The dishonorable.
and the false. It's DM Dynamite.
We.
I didn't know that fly by night meant like untrustworthy. That's kind of cool.
Well, now you know.
Now you know. Now
So,
you know. Not
yeah.
to be trusted.
Take that turtleneck off and start earning yourself some trust points back. All right, and just so you all know, listener, yes, of course, DM Dick Dynamite tonight has foregone the country rambling collared shirt and has put on the more appropriate turtleneck for tonight's festivities.
That he has.
I mean, I don't know if that means anything, but
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it does.
If you're
Yeah.
listening, please
know.
feel free to interrupt at
Yeah.
any moment because you know that we know that you know
Yeah.
that it does.
Throw your dice at whatever device you've got and yell at DM Dick Dynamite and go, "We know what you're doing."
We know.
so
Okay.
guys,
Yes.
you're at the bottom. You're in the basement of a building,
Okay.
and a controlled demolition of that building has just begun. You hear explosions overhead and then floors pancaking on top of one another as the building is coming down on top of you. You have precious moments to act
Great.
and very few escapes in mind. With the seconds that you have to try and create any level of safety for yourselves, what will you do?
Cool. So first of all, I'm going to grab a genie. Rubbing it will give me 3 wishes. Upon getting 3 wishes, I will ask for more time. First of all.
I'm sorry, but I found the genie in your stuff and I already used it.
No,
I already
okay.
used it.
Right, no,
I already
you've
used it
used it,
up.
right. So it's just a cool lamp.
All 3. All 3 things.
I'll put some nice incense on it.
You can't do that either.
Right? All right. I'll pawn it for wares.
Okay.
And I'll share the money with you. 60-40?
What if I already did it?
Oh, okay. Well,
And
I guess
spend the
I'm
money on
just.
snacks.
I found a cardboard cup, apparently.
Just kidding. I'm
Give
just
it
here
a
to
rub.
wreck
Who
it.
knows what will come out?
I'm here to wreck it.
Right.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Do we want to do this in character or do we want to do this?
I mean, I feel like this is a meta then character kind of moment because this is a.
I know,
this
but
is a
sometimes
big-
we come up with our
big,
best
dangerous
plans
deal.
when we're in character.
Sometimes
This is true,
we do,
but
but here's the thing.
You got to
I
remember,
think
like if
we're in a lot of trouble.
if you ramble on, I will just drop the
Oh,
building.
will you?
on
Okay, well, good to know. So time is
So
paused right now?
I'm giving you a moment of bullet time to work
Okay,
this
bullet
out.
time. Taylor,
Damn.
we're fucked.
No, it's gonna be fine. I feel like we are gonna be fine because first of all, we're always fine, right? Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Nah, for sure. And then
Because
I
we
think
take cover,
that, like,
though. We've got no cover from
well-
this.
Well, we did take cover.
Yeah, but once the shield's gone, we've got no more cover.
Well, by the time that the shield's gone, we'll be somewhere else.
But
right?
you're thinking of doing an explosion underneath us, so that's going to destroy the shields even quicker.
That's a good point. What? Okay, what if?
Yeah.
What if bullet time? What if I make a bomb and then hide it under some rubble, and then that is like a silencer?
Have we got one
So-
more charge of the Sky Spider left?
Yes.
I think we do, right?
Yes.
Okay,
one.
what if we fire the Sky Spider up and we try to get it to create a net above us to try and slow some of the rubble down?
I mean, won't the Sky Spider just grab you all?
And then we'll be trapped in a gel cat. Oh.
Well, it is designed to absorb kinetic energy, isn't it? That's
we
the
could
What if
point.
the
Sky
sky
Spider it.
spider is the ultimate shield?
Okay,
I mean, it's a one shot, like
Taylor-
near infinite damage shield. Like it's like boom.
So
like,
Taylor,
and
what if
then-
we do this? We Sky
Okay.
Spider inside the shield. The shield's the
Uh-huh.
outer layer. We put the bomb outside the shield. The bomb goes off, hopefully making a burrowing down to make something. That destroys
exhausting
the
Z's shield?
exhausts the shield, and then we
But then-
roll us in the jelly down
The hole that
the
we
hole.
made. I like it. I like it because I was
can't
gonna
think of
blow a hole
anything
in the
else.
floor either way.
Right,
Because it's
underneath
not
our
like
feet.
in a better world, in a kinder timeline. Like
Yeah.
maybe we'd explore the room and see what the deal is, but
Yeah.
let's be honest.
We might find loot.
we might find loot.
We
And
might find
instead
a loot, and I might discover my musical affinity.
But really, all we can do here is just like look and see if Channon has
Throw
a
a bomb
lighter
on the
and
ground and
just
hope
take
for
it.
the best. Yeah.
That's kind of it.
Well, listener, this is a rare insight to our decision-making process.
There you go. It's
Here we
not
go.
great, but this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Wow, just
This
so in
is how
sync.
we do it. Well,
No, that was pretty good.
it was actually great.
Thanks. It was
Yeah, it was
really-
actually really good.
It was really good. Fix it in post, Dan.
No fixing needed.
All right. I mean, time is standing still as all four bastards' eyes meet.
Okay, I don't know what plan you've got, but I've got just this one. Shield.
If we want to go down, the most likely place for the sewer entry would be over by this corner.
Alright. And how are we gonna bloody get there?
I just think we should blast it.
Well, bloody blast it then, Cleo.
Okay, hold on. I'm building it. I'm building
Okay, well,
it.
heck, if she's gonna blast it, where's the Z? Turn around.
What the bloody heck? Turn around. This is not time for, Tom
Turn
Ford.
around. You've got the sky spider on your back.
Bloody heck.
I'm building it. Okay, I've done two things.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I have rolled a D100 and a 12.
What is that D100 for?
The D100 is going to be for me reaching into my bucket.
Oh, the bucket.
Oh,
But-
the bucket.
Here's the situation. It's Randy's turn to have a person, place, or thing named after him. Randy's turn.
This is the Patreon person, place, or thing.
Patreon, person, place, or thing. What comes out of the bucket?
Hang on, you've rolled a 65.
I have. Do you actually have a thing for this?
Yes.
Oh my.
I've not used it in a long time. A magnet
This is
Oh,
perfect
that's
because
great.
his character in the game
is very
is
magnetic.
Randy the Candyman. And so maybe this is part of his synthetic collection. A fun magnet.
Oh, yeah.
A fun magnet.
A fun magnet. Cleo putting together a bomb.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It's a single directional explosive. We're talking sort of Claymore style explosive, I assume, to blow through one side of the room and hopefully not blow you all up too much.
Hopefully.
And it's involving a high-powered electromagnet from Randy. It's some synth Randy candy.
Do I notice what Taylor's building?
Oh yeah, she's building a bomb.
Can I interject with
gonna-
like an assist? Yeah?
Yes.
Is that okay?
I would.
I mean,
I would
you're gonna have to
welcome
roleplay it, but yeah.
Bloody heck, Cleo.
Well, see, I'm building it.
Yes, but Cleo, you've got to go down. That looks like... Heck, take these.
Okay.
And I'm going to hand over to Cleo a few, because I've got many energy blades, right? In my back, like a
You
porcupine.
do. You've got a bunch.
You
I'm
do
going to
have
hand over
many.
a few energy blades for mining purposes.
Some downwards facing energy shrapnel blades.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is my assist in this way.
That's gonna be helpful because I rolled a 12.
Alrighty. Let's just have just get a flat D20 from Z to just
Okay.
to gauge
Let's
the
see
strength
how
of this
spicy
assistance.
this help
11.
is. Wow.
11. Okay. He's only bringing down the average.
Excellent. You know what? We're a freaking team.
Oh, I
We are a freaking team.
and I really fucked it up.
Cleo, set it off now. I'm pushing the button.
Are you?
It's our best chance.
Are you sure? Are you? Because
It's coming down, Cleo. Oh, God, I
give
can't
me
see
that
anymore.
energy blade so I can anchor it.
Trevor, stand in the bloody shield.
Get
think I'm in
your
the
arms
shield.
and legs and heads and your wagging ass tongues. Get them all inside the vehicle because 3, 2, 1.
I'm pushing the sky spider.
Blast off!
So Cleo sets off the bomb.
Nice.
Z projects a shield around the party in the direction of the explosion. Meanwhile, Trevor slaps Z on the back, igniting the Sky Spider once more, tendrils shooting out, grabbing the four of you, grabbing the remains of Channon.
Oh no.
as Cleo's bomb goes off, blowing a hole in the ground, but not a large one.
What?
One certainly big enough for all of you to get through.
Okay.
But at that very moment, rubble pours down the alleyway behind you. The ceiling caves in.
Fuck. Did we just dig ourselves a grave?
The bomb did go and do 32 points of damage. Z's shield is gone.
Yep.
To the floor,
shield,
right?
The shield protects all of you from the explosion, but you are hurled across the room as the ceiling caves in around you.
Mm-hmm.
The sky spider enveloping each of you in these gel capsules that you can barely move in as you fall around the room. You're getting buried in.
Oh,
Cleo is
shit.
the only one close enough to the hole, and she manages to get herself through into it and finds herself dangling in the darkness from the cable, as the other three are not so lucky.
Oh.
You can all see and feel very, very, very much nothing. You're enveloped in the jelly capsules. None of this rubble, none of these bricks, none of these huge chunks of metal are hitting you,
Oh, shit.
but they are burying you.
Oh, no.
As
What?
darkness closes in around everybody.
I love what you're doing here, Dick, but also fuck.
Wait.
Z is engulfed in darkness as he is inside a jelly capsule and then
Okay.
buried beneath rubble. Cleo is dangling in a jelly capsule in another room somewhere beneath the others, swinging back and forth
Fuck.
with just the sound of settling rubble and further explosions up above, dampened
Holy.
by an entire building collapsed on top of you. Neither of you have eyes or ears on Trevor or Boris.
Whew.
And as the dust and rubble settles, a huge pile of it just flying past Cleo and sort of creating a pile beneath her, presumably in the darkness below. The jelly capsules begin to disintegrate.
Immediately, can I roll
Immediately, no.
a hacking? Is the jelly of the jelly capsules electronic in any way? Can I interact with it? Can I delay the time?
It's just a chemical thing. It's a the way that it expands and becomes its new thing might be an electronic process.
Can I
'cause it is
delay its
a bomb?
Can I delay its decaying rate? You know.
Its decay is basically inevitable once it has absorbed that kinetic energy.
All right. Okay, now, ladies. Yeah.
Yeah. I want you on your baddest behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Telepathy.
am
then.
your neighbor.
I am your neighbor. I'm going to find my neighbors. Telepathy. 21.
All right, Z reaches out quickly
Okay.
and gets at least a picture of the situation. Both Trevor and Boris are in the same position as him, buried beneath rubble inside their jelly capsules, which are beginning to break apart. Cleo, on the other hand, is swinging beneath, unburied, hanging from one of the cables of the Sky Spider, suspended in midair inside an also rapidly deteriorating jelly capsule.
Oh.
Seems a bit of a waste to use this as a last call. But, for once, I'm out of ideas.
Heck! Did the bomb go off?
Of course the bomb went off, Boris. Did you not see it?
It's all right. We can,
Why didn't we go through the floor?
Cleo's there now.
I went through the floor.
Cleo, you've got to get us out of here.
Yeah, Trevor, look, I don't think we're getting out of this one. I think we're stuck.
That can't be right. We did everything right, didn't we?
Yeah. But,
We survived a building falling on us. We can't...
for now.
Heck. Boris, you've got something. You've got an invention. You've got something.
I can't move, Trevor.
Yeah. That's kind of what I felt like as well.
And as this psychic conversation goes in, the jelly is disintegrating more and more rubble and dust is falling in amongst you. You're feeling the pressure now pushing down on you.
Bloody heck.
Trevor and Boris are both now struggling to breathe as air is being crushed out of their lungs. Dr. Z, for his part, inside the Honey Boy, is actually relatively safe. He will survive being buried alive.
Wait, how far away am I from Trevor and Boris?
So they're not far away from you. They're like each one of them is like 1 to 2 meters away, but there is walls of rock.
Can I move the
between you.
Honey Boy to start like supporting them instead?
Oh, like feed it along because you're all connected by these cables.
Yeah, can I feed the Honey Boy along them and leave my jelly form behind, like to try and support Boris and Trevor? I mean, if I can go along with it, sure as well. But
Yeah,
like,
because you could basically make it sort of become like some sort of structure, and then it would no longer move anymore.
yeah, I'll do that.
Without you controlling it. Yeah. Okay. So as Z starts moving the Honey Boy, his jelly capsule just completely falls apart, and he is left in a small orb of Honey Boy, completely compressed in under the rubble. Just a lone tiny jellyfish as the rest of the Honey Boy squeezes through the gaps and tries to create arms to support and protect the two vulnerable humans. You hear Boris gasp for breath and find his chest and lift a rock off him, as you can hear him gasping and spluttering and spitting dirt and rubble. Trevor, on the other hand, seems to have fallen into unconsciousness. And as this is happening, Cleo drops out of her jelly capsule, falling for a few meters before splashing in a deep pool of water.
Z! I'm reaching out with my mind, like he taught me.
I like the fact that you've specified, like Cleo has gone in an emergency straight for the inside voice.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Z is focusing all his energy on manipulating this Honey Boy in a very awkward, strange way it was not designed for. And the psychic bubble that he built around you is not strong enough, or certainly like not reaching far enough down into the depths to hear Cleo at this moment. He is very much concentrated on keeping his friends alive.
Oh my god.
As Cleo has to just tread water.
Wait. That's okay. You know what? I've reached out myself before in a moment of total drama, panic. It's gonna be fine. I can do that again, right? Right. I'm here. How deep's this water?
So you haven't tested it yet, but it is deep enough that you can't touch the bottom.
Are you kidding me? That's terrible.
You're treading water right now.
Oh, you were serious about that. Okay, I'm in the water. I'm swimming, sorta, but I'm not going anywhere. And I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna reach out really hard. I'm gonna reach out. Z! I'm even yelling it in here. Z! 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 No! Z! I know that you're gonna hear this. I really don't know how it works, but I've done it before. I've done it. I've done it before, Z. Like we talked about. And I'm gonna keep doing it. Z. Until you got it. You can't be that far away. Z.
Meanwhile, as Cleo is frankly panicking in the water and trying to reach Z he's managed to keep Boris in a relatively stable situation, but sending the Honey Boy out onto Trevor, even though you're able to sort of get the weight off his chest, it seems like his face is buried in a lot of dense, dusty rubble, and he is just choking on it.
Okay then. I've got enough honey boy around me, right?
You've got kind of the bare minimum around you, but yeah, it's like you are safe at the minute. Like,
Can I
you can't move or get out or do anything, and you've kind of made yourself more buried by shrinking what's around you, but...
Is there enough space that I can send the remaining honey boy to go and help Trevor?
There is. I'll have to get another roll from you, but that will put you in peril.
What?
But it's Trevor. Oh man, I wish I had more health points. I've got energy blades around me, right?
Yeah, you have, although I think, like, a lot of them are probably, like, along the way and around the other guys as well, like, because...
Have I got any of them next to my head right now?
Let's go ahead and say you've kept, like, your main energy blade with you. I feel like that's very
Can
prudent.
I take that energy blade and try and cut a hole in a rock? Like a shell for a snail.
Oh, I'll give you an energy blade roll.
Energy blade. Nat 20. Holy shit. Nat 20, Nat 20, Nat 20, Nat 20, Nat 20, Nat 20. That's a fucking
maximum
nat
damage
20.
as well.
In
And a
years.
maximum damage.
You've done the 20 dice roll and the D6 6 on your damage.
Holy fuck. Give it
Let's
to me.
just do a percentile dice as well, but I think Z is going to cut himself a nice little jelly shelf.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. that is-
85% good.
Oh my god, this was meant to be. This is the best
Okay,
idea
so-
ever.
You're carving out like a space where you can sit without the honey boy, right?
Yeah. A shell for a crab, a shell for a snail, a rock shell.
You're just carving out a little hermit crab space.
Yeah.
And then just with your, like, the barest minimum amount of tentacles manipulating the honey boy, sending the rest of it out to try and, like, form like a bubble around Trevor's head kind
Around
of thing?
Trevor's head, yeah. Yeah.
Well, heck, I mean, it's gonna have to work.
I'm gonna climb into the rock, and then as I leave the moist home that has been the honey boy for the last several months, maybe a year,
No.
send along the honey boy to go and try and tendril its way towards Trevor, already concentrating at max effort to try and keep the honey boy around Boris and then Trevor. Heck. Oh. Heck.
Thanks, but there's not much air in here.
Can I make a straw-like space around his mouth?
Oh yeah, because I mean, you do have like basic life support
Yeah.
capabilities in it. So
Yeah.
if you put a thing over Boris's mouth and like try and build a space helmet around Trevor, you could conceivably save them both.
Boris, you just need to work with it.
Thanks.
It kind of knows.
And as Z carves out that little space and hops into the shelf, the dry, dusty dirt sticking to his exposed jellyfish body.
Fuck. This is not going to be
As the
good.
rest of the honey boy creates a space around Trevor's head, and you hear coughing, spluttering. As dust is coming out of him, he's still not entirely conscious. Your telepathic reach can tell that much, but he is breathing again. As Z begins to dry out.
Well, gonna start, well, don't know how long I can keep this up, but, Boris, you let Trevor know he still owes me 30 grand. Maybe double it.
See if I can get to my tool.
Boris,
belt.
don't move.
I'm gonna get my tools and I will save Trevor.
I'm rolling a strength roll for Boris here.
Oh my god.
Shit.
No.
That's a -2.
No.
Boris is moving about under the rubble, trying to get to his tool belt. And he moves one of the wrong pieces of rubble as a large chunk of concrete collapses in on his arm, snapping the bones.
Oh, fuck.
Taking
It's not my little child, Boris.
5 points of damage.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Boris, Just don't.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do that again.
Boris, it's fine. You know, it's fine.
It's okay.
See, with Cleo.
Cleo is... And I'll lie to Boris now. Cleo made it. Cleo's off to go get help. It's gonna be fine, Boris. You just relax. It's gonna be all okay.
We just have to wait it out.
Yes, just wait.
Is Trevor woken up?
Trevor's fine. He's just, he's also just relaxing. He's just concentrating on staying calm.
And so the three of them are stable, but in utter peril, with the weight of an entire building resting on top of them, and the honey boy really the only thing keeping the two humans from being crushed, and Z sitting in a small, dry shelf with very limited oxygen, and more importantly, very limited moisture.
Yeah, that's fucked. Heck. Dick, can I just want to do one more thing.
Z is pushed to his limits right now. Where he's maintaining a psychic communication between him, Trevor, and Boris, keeping an eye on Trevor's vitals while also...
Yeah, but you did put a building on top of us, so it's like...
tunneling a hole with an energy blade for himself and manipulating the honey boy in this complex procedure to try and defend both of them. So, I mean, Z probably could reach Cleo, but at the moment he does not have the energy to spare.
Heck.
Okay.
I think we need to jump back down to Cleo.
Okay.
Meanwhile, down below, all alone in the dark, swimming in who knows how much water, unsure of where she is, and absolutely clueless as to what state the other three are in. Cleo no longer hear explosions or anything, just the constant plop of bits of rubble falling through the hole she created down into the water that she swims in.
Oh. Okay. Cool. I'm still bobbing in this water. Z! Z! Oh!
Nothing but silence speaks back.
Okay. Well, they probably made it out. And I'm gonna do that too. I'm going to roll to build an explosive. No. Don't get too excited here. Don't get too excited because you've seen the like of this before. What I'm rolling for is to build essentially just a flare.
Okay.
I'd like to be able to see a little bit around me. I want to know where I came from, what it looks like, and kind of where I am, if possible. And I've got a 21.
Alrighty. I mean, Cleo's first instinct, build an explosive as a torch. I love it.
Yeah.
So Cleo, barely having to do anything, just grabbing two pieces off her armor. Click, click. The flare ignites, a sparkling yellow light flickering. And she can see that she is inside a huge curved space. The water reflecting the light in all directions around her. But in two of those directions, they swiftly meet a steel wall that then curves up above you. The other two directions seem to continue as though you're inside a immense pipe. Up above, you can see a jagged, ripped open hole in that pipe where there is just rock and rubble and dust, and you can see the sparkling fragments of dust falling down from that point down into the water with you.
No.
And swinging the cable of the sky spider,
Oh, man.
going up into that rubble, signifying where the other three must be.
Oh,
They can only be as far as those cables stretch, and they don't stretch super far. All signs pointing to the fact that all three of them are buried in that rubble
Oh, no.
up above you.
Okay.
Several meters up above you.
Okay. Cleo's a demolitions expert here. Like, I blow stuff up all the time, right? I know about bombs, and I would like to think that over time I've learned a little bit about what can happen after they go off. I know about pockets in rubble. And so for that reason, I don't want to leave the area because this is
You know that there's hope.
all I have. But I also know that disturbing it is pretty dangerous. There's no ledge in this tunnel that I'm floating in, right? Like there's no side that I can.
No, there's just curved pieces of steel riveted together.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
I don't envy you.
How how high above me is the hole? Like how much space is between me and the hole if I were to touch the rubble?
It's like 3 meters away.
Okay. This is one of those moments where, like, we usually don't have to think too much about expending energy, but right now I'm thinking really carefully, like, I need to do the right things.
Yeah, we definitely need to do this in like micro actions because
I know. Okay, I'm
how
gonna
perilous we are.
I'm gonna extend the ghost axe, and I'm gonna start tapping on the rubble.
Oh, is that okay? Because the ghost axe is
The
huge
ghost axe
weapon.
should be
You've
about
got
3 meters,
a long arm.
and I have a long arm. So
that's got to extend far enough. Yeah, I
It's
mean
got
it's
I'm gonna tap out,
you might have to jump and
Yeah.
right at the extent of your reach.
and I'm doing it. See.
Cleo starts bobbing. Are you? I mean, actually, yeah, because it creates that kinetic energy when it taps things as well.
Yeah.
So even just like a little tap will actually do a little.
We'll ripple up.
Cleo taking on a lot of water because she's bobbing around, trying to swim one-armed now as the other arm is high up above her,
Oh my god, this is scary.
just choking on water, desperately smacking the ghost axe. The ghost axe is tapping at that rubble, and each time it taps, it ignites with a burst of kinetic energy, and Cleo is showered with pebbles and small rocks and dust, making her cough and splutter even more, blind as she taps away at it. Up above, Z can feel vibrations beneath them. With each tap, there's a little vibration beneath.
I still have energy to do like a telepathy.
I mean, let's consider this a new round where
Okay.
if you want to keep those other two, you're still going to have to expend that one energy just keeping them under the honey boy.
Yeah, I'd like to telepathically reach out to try and connect with Cleo.
Give
It's
me
an
a
8.
Holy shit.
No.
You reach out trying to find Cleo while still desperate not to fuck up and drop any more building on top of Trevor. And you cannot find her. You fail to reach Cleo's mind. You don't know for a fact that she's not there, but you fail to find her. So one of those occasions where Z would tell the others that he'd performed a thorough sweep and she was nowhere to be found, but within his being, he knows that she's still down there somewhere, hopefully alive.
Do I still have the energy blade on my head with me?
You've still got an energy blade.
Having it turned off, holding it with all my tentacles, just start slapping it against the rock that I'm in.
Cleo, creating these shockwaves, these huge bear stomps with her little taps with her weapon. stops for a moment. And there are tiny, tiny little jelly taps coming from above. Each little tap sends just a slight stream, a sparkle of glinting dust. Might as well be golden rays of hope, although they are just bits of powdered cement. As though someone seems to be tapping back from up in the rubble.
That's my turn done, right?
I mean, you still do have another energy if you wanted to.
Oh no, I'm using my main energy to keep everyone alive, right? So.
I consider the tapping a free action.
Oh right, okay.
Like if you're not carving a hole or doing something big, you know, it's.
No, so I mean, like, what have I got on me? I'm just a jelly with an energy blade at this point, right?
Yeah, and like, you know, like sort of reaching onto the controls of the honey boy.
Then I'm just gonna use the final energy for this round, at least, to just kind of send soothing vibrations and vibes to Trevor and Boris.
Oh, I got to get a dice. I got to get a dice roll for that.
Try and keep them calm, you know, because
Oh, no. What
surely
if
they're
you
fucking
freak 'em
stressing out.
out?
So like telepathy or like what is it?
Yeah, telepathy. I mean, he'll only freak them out on a natural one. God.
What?
You had to
As
say
I
it.
said,
You had to say
as
it.
I said the word, he'll only freak them out on a natural
What
one.
the fuck?
Dan's gone and rolled a 1.
Oh,
Great.
why did I should have just ended my turn. Fucking hell.
Wow.
I mean, I
Wow.
said it before you rolled that you'd only freak them out on a natural 1. Well, shit.
Yeah, you did say that, Dick. Thank you.
My word is bond.
It is. Great.
Fuck. I should have just ended my turn.
You
I should have just
turtlenecked
ended
it,
my
Dan.
turn.
You turtlenecked it.
I've rolled a D100 and it is only 8% bad.
Okay.
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 So I'm gonna allow both Trevor and Boris to try and resist this.
Resist the
panic.
fear. Resist the panic.
But I think I need to hear like Z's botched attempt at soothing them because I feel like Z isn't necessarily the most calming influence at all times.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's all going according to plan. Cleo is probably down there right now, just doing exactly what Cleo's probably doing.
Didn't you say that she was going to get help?
Yes, that's probably what she's doing.
You just said that she's doing what Cleo normally does.
Boris,
Is Cleo going to make a bomb because we're going to...
Boris.
We don't need another explosion.
Yeah.
All right, I'm rolling a psychic. Natural 1.
What the actual fuck? Are you trying to make this horrible?
Boris is going into full-blown panic. I'm going to roll for Trevor as well.
Isn't
Oh my
Trevor knocked
God.
out?
Yeah, but his brain is still working.
But he can panic inside his body.
What was the point in rolling our 20s at the start of the episode?
I don't know. We shouldn't have done that.
Okay, Trevor is fine.
Great.
That roll I did for Boris was just his telepathy score, which is just a natural. It's just a 20, and I've rolled a natural 1 there. I would have accepted anything over 10 as well. Was Boris being unaffected by Z's threatening aura?
Red jelly.
But a natural 1, that's maximum effect. And Boris, once again, one arm broken, the other arm trying to get at his tools. Like,
Tell her not to do anything. I'll get us out. Ow!
Oh no.
as Boris, thrashing about once again, makes the rocks start caving in on him.
Fuck.
Oh no! Oh no!
Dick.
No!
Dick,
No!
wait, don't kill Boris, okay?
I just rolled damage for the rocks falling on Boris.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 6, and he's already taken 5.
Oh,
So what's he
no.
on?
Dick, you can't.
0.
Dick, you can't do this
What?
for real. You for real can't. Are you really?
Okay, no. Slow down. We don't get to see Boris's health bar, so like, what are you talking about?
Okay. Let me
Oh my god.
do this the proper way.
No, hold on.
As Boris thrashes and panics and reaches with his one good arm for his tool belt, a rock comes in, smacking him on the head, cracking his skull.
Fuck.
And he is immediately unconscious, bleeding from the head, barely breathing, barely showing any signs of consciousness, of intelligent thought, of being there. He is dying in this rubble. And Z
The fuck?
can feel all of that with the connection he has to his brain.
So I have 1 energy left. No, I don't have anything left. I got to wait till next turn.
You just spend it, and 2 natural ones later.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
These dice rolls have been fucking bonkers.
Wait, so where are we in the initiative? Because I need to know what's going to happen.
So Boris and Trevor are both unconscious. Trevor is totally safe, but not awake. Boris is seriously injured and will die without medical intervention, which means it's Cleo's turn.
Z! If I could just... Z! It's tripping away. That's it. If I could... Z! If I could get in there. Maybe. Z!
As Cleo continues to splutter and cough on water and dust and reach up with one arm, tapping the edge of the ghost axe gently on the rubble, creating these bursts of kinetic energy and showering herself with more rocks and pebbles, some of them getting a little bit larger now, just clonking her on the head, not really doing any damage to a thick bare skull, but enough to make her realize that she is actually making a little bit of headway. And giving one slightly harder tap, there's a cracking noise. And Cleo hears this cracking noise, but more importantly, Dr. Z hears that cracking noise as he feels a faint breeze coming at him, as though cracks toward the lower level and to his little shell that he's carved for himself have been forged, and he can suddenly hear a splashing of water and panting of Cleo.
Z! 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 Z!
Cleo! Okay, come on, Z. One more. Reach out. I've rolled a telepathy. It's 16.
So Z, still holding the honey boy protectively around his friends, reaches out towards Cleo and finally touches her brain.
Z can't speak too much in this moment, being too stretched to try and maintain the honey boy form around Trevor and Boris, but also trying to communicate with Cleo. Talking is difficult, so instead sending out projections of where we're at, kind of mind images of how the scene is. I send an image of Trevor being unconscious, locked, encased in honey boy, surrounded by rubble on all sides. And then camera moves over to show Boris a rock pinching to the bone on his arm, bleeding there. Honey boy still encasing Boris, but now also another rock is pinching through where the head is. You can see blood pooling in the honey boy now, as a piece of rock has made it through the honey boy and has cut through into Boris's skull. A lot of urgency will be on that image. And then, kind of as a final side note, just small rock with a hole cut out, and kind of a feeling of, I'm alright. Just go get them. If you can. Heck. You know, these are the feelings you're getting when you see these images. And then I'm gonna sign off with like, the feeling of a tentacle, the feeling of a source, and just let that feeling fade out. And then I'm gonna get back to work with other things now. I want to move the jelly that was around Boris's arm that's now been pinched. And I want to move that jelly up towards Boris's head to try and give some extra pressure, to relieve some pressure from Boris's head. I know it exposes his arm, but, it's triage medical, This is...
You might not be able to save the arm, but you might be able to save the Boris.
Yeah, so, I don't know what I need to roll for that, but I'm moving Honey Boy around.
I think that's a dexterity.
Oh, fuck.
It's alright, you're a D20. No minuses.
I don't want to roll this.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh boy.
19. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm breathing a sigh of relief there as well.
Okay.
As Z leaves Boris's broken arm to fend for itself in the rubble and creates more of a barrier around his head, getting that rock out of the skull, putting a compress on the wound, but not enough to further press if he does have a crack in the bone. It's hard to tell from this angle, but at least he can protect the wound and stop the bleeding.
Huh. As a surgeon, huh? Always go for the hearts and the brains. Well, we did it. Over to you, Cleo. Oh, I'm parched. Just try and remember a 10 top, I guess.
So Cleo now has a perfect mental image with actual locations of the other three, but she's also keenly aware that all three are in rather perilous situations, especially Boris.
Yeah. Z! I got it! I got it! And Cleo absorbs the thoughts. They come one by one, and some of them, it's kind of like it's like just weird slivers of a feeling, somebody else's feeling, a feeling through a feeling in somebody else's opinion of the feeling. It's colors. It's the knowledge of Boris and Trevor being at the edge of being okay. And she's just bobbing in this water in the dark. Seeing it. And feeling it. And trying to understand it. And just starts tapping back really fast. Tap, 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 tap. I got it! I got it! I gotta do something! I gotta do something! I gotta do something! We're in danger. I'm gonna think green. Z, I'm gonna think green. I'm gonna think green. Gonna think green. 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 Just in this tunnel, yelling it. And it's
yelling
echoing,
green, thinking green.
Thinking green.
Embodying green, creating that calm, friendly green glow inside herself. As Cleo swims in the water. As the green fills Cleo's thoughts,
green.
She lies back No longer struggling against the water, but floating atop it.
Whoa.
She can't tell if she's even still shouting the words green or just thinking them and willing them out into the darkness, where surely the entity is listening. Surely it can hear. And as Boris is bleeding from the brain, as Trevor is weakly breathing in a dreamless sleep, and as Z is drying out and stretched as thin as he possibly could, Cleo floats there, doing exactly as she should, reaching out to their greatest ally in the dark places of midspace. But nothing comes.
What? Fuck, come on, Decky, what the fuck else are we gonna do?
What? Nothing? What do you mean nothing? Nothing comes? It didn't work?
Cleo can definitely soothe the beast with green thoughts, but she's not a telepath, and she's not connected to the mushroom network. At least not directly.
Cleo can't call green. But Eep can.
I mean,
God damn it.
technically, yes.
I hope.
Well, technically, maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
Eep is connected to the mushrooms, and the mushrooms are connected to the green.
Okay. I think it's a sinking feeling, literally and figuratively, to find out that it didn't work. Because it was solid. It was gonna work. It worked before. Or something like it worked before. It felt like maybe it might work now, and it didn't. And I feel like you've had this moment in your life where you're just... there's nothing. And you are in the dark, in the water, and you just open your eye, and you're there, and you are fully alone. But on the way down here, Eep stirred before. And she pushed it down. Because that is not... we don't really know how that works. It's weird, it's scary. It's potentially not safe, unknown. But what else is in the arsenal? So Cleo falls back into the water. And by fall, I mean just... it's just sinking. And goes inward. And opens up the door for Eep.
So as Cleo sinks under the water and at the same time figuratively sinks inside herself, she feels her senses sink into the back portion of her brain, becoming essentially a passenger in her own body, which is sinking beneath the water, one lungful of breath left, as Eep stirs there. A rumbling feeling, as this is an Eep in peril, in a dangerous situation. An Eep who has been a passenger for all of this, and, you know, for better or for worse, is part of the Backwater Bastards group, has been there for the ride all this time, and has forged connections by proxy to the others. And this time, the Eep that comes forth isn't just a giggling, youthful creature. It is also rage. It is also a tsunami of tough muscle and fur and fangs. Because Eep isn't just the mushroom planted inside Cleo's brain, this sliver, but Eep is also the primal ursine that has been crushed beneath her own brain all this time. fuse with that mushroom to become something new, something both childlike and innocent and rage-filled and powerful. And that ape reaches out. And as Cleo sinks into the water, into the darkness, a green light slowly builds in the tunnel. Ape reaches out, thinking green thoughts, but not calm ones. A bestial roar of green out into the entirety of that space. Meanwhile, Z is stretched thin, stretched to his limits, keeping the other two safe. Just at this point, hoping that Cleo has any idea what she's doing. And Boris is in a bad way, even from this point where Z can't confirm too much about him. You can tell that his brain is growing weak. And he himself is dry, raspy, in a lot of pain now just from just sitting exposed in all this dried dust. It's all feeling pretty hopeless. And then from above, he hears a rumbling and feels vibrations. As though the building on top of them is settling further, threatening to crush them further with even more huge rocks and chunks. It's that final moment where he's done all that he can and he can't protect the others any more than he is right now. Certainly can't protect them from more of the building coming down on top of them. And the rumbling gets louder. And Z can only lay there calmly and wait. And then there is a brilliant green. As the rocks above him, the rubble lifts up in one great moment, pulling itself up, an entire building's worth of rock and rubble being held up by an unseen force as Z, uncovered, can see now Boris and Trevor laying there on the ground, no longer in any need of the honey boy, as Cleo in the back passenger seat being driven by Ape levitates up from below, out of the water, coming up through the hole, glowing green eyes. And there's a rippling in the air as a sphere of rubble opens up around you. The entity, the green, making its presence felt within you all as it holds the building up off you, giving the four of you space to move, space to breathe, space to maybe save Boris. And as Ape lands down, both feet on the ground, Cleo's eyes stop glowing. And Ape, perhaps sensing that it's not the right one for the job right now, steps back into the shadows and hands the reins back to Cleo. The air still rippling around you, holding the sphere of rubble up above you.
Zay?
Holy heck. Cleo, is that you?
What happened?
Right, so, yeah, there's, cut myself a little hole here. Trevor's okay. Boris needs help. Cleo, can you come and get me, please?
Hold on. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. This is fine. I'm just gonna get... Okay, oh, well, it's really...
Yeah, I'm a bit tender.
Yeah, it's really hard because, you know, but I mean, I got you. Here we go.
It is nice, but
Yeah, I'm putting you in there. Hold on. Cleo's hands are like not the most dexterous, but we're doing it. We're getting it going. We're doing it.
Oh,
so worried
gently.
about poking a hole in you, but we're doing it.
Oh, no.
We're doing it.
I won't make you do a dexterity roll on this.
Oh, thank you.
Great, thanks. I am really being careful. I'm putting you back. Ploop.
As I jump back into the honey boy, I want to activate it all and pull all parts back towards me,
Pull
along
it
with
all
any
back in.
devices and mechanical things that are still connected that haven't been destroyed.
Back into general Z mode. I mean, the honey boy did a very good job at protecting your bits and pieces, because you didn't take any direct bludgeoning damage because of the jelly capsules. So actually all of Z's equipment is perfectly fine. The same cannot be said for Trevor, who his clothes all ripped open. He's got many cuts and bruises and abrasions on him. And Boris, his arm is demolished in multiple places. It looks like it's barely hanging on. His skull looks frighteningly caved in. There's a big, dark, deep-looking wound with blood oozing out of it. His whole face is covered with blood, and he is very faintly breathing.
Is it something I can medical check on his head?
Oh yeah, I mean maybe you want to roll a medical check.
Yeah.
You're doing triage at this point, right?
I'm
You're
going
not,
for the head. The arm can wait.
You're not doing anything dangerous. You're just checking it out.
I've got 3 energy, right?
I'm just making
That
sure if you roll an
sounds
natural
bad,
one
Dick.
now, you're not going to kill Boris. You're just checking on him.
I'm doing a check. Fuck. Look, can you stop with the fear?
Let's see.
Oh my god.
So there's no danger at the moment.
22. Fuck. Fucking hell. Fuck. Oh, I would quit the show.
Oh my god, Dan, if you had killed
I would be
Boris.
like, I'd just be like, I'm the editor now. I'm not playing anymore. It's fine. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I'd see myself out to exile. Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
I've got to unclench.
you examine Boris's wound using both your senses that the honey boy gives unto you and your psychic powers and just your general medical training. And you can see although his skull is fractured slightly, the wound is not as deep as it looks. His brain seems to be more or less unaffected. You can't tell if there could be some sort of internal brain damage, but his head, like his brain, hasn't been caved in. There is a lot of blood. His skull is cracked. You will need to... He's dying, so you need to...
Tell me what I need to do. I'm doing it.
You need to get his hit points back up above 0 very quickly.
Okay, we can't tell what they are now?
They are 0.
So that had a healing of 3, but no, this is just checking. All right, so I've got 2 more rolls.
Ignore that number.
Okay,
That's,
I'm doing another medical check then. Oh, thank glob. That is a 19 plus 5. It's 24. I'm trying to just stabilize Boris.
Alrighty. Cleaning the wound, relieving the pressure, putting down some nanites and weaving the skull back together. Dr. Z restores 3 points of health to Boris. And there's a choking gasp as he breathes a little deeper and his eyes, unfocused, look about. He tries to reach up with one arm towards his head, but it falls weakly onto his chest. His other arm isn't moving at all.
I have one more action point, and instead of trying to save the arm, I'm just going to use the remaining energy to try and do another stabilizing medical check around, again, focusing on the skull. Is there any way I can take off part of the honey boy and leave it as like a helmet? of sorts around the affected area?
You can't take it off. You could sort of have it, like, you know, if you were like carrying Boris and sort of create that or something.
Oh
or
yeah,
like,
I could carry Boris. And like and then cup the head type thing with the honey boy. Okay. Oh please, fucking just don't fucking dick. Come on, medical. It's a 17 plus 5, but it is just 2 points of healing. Fuck, I've been rolling shit.
I mean, that puts him up to 5 though, that's relatively healthy.
That's better than the jelly. It's average jelly.
That's better.
And as Boris sort of coughs and stirs and
Yeah.
his eyes sort of focus in, you see a glimmer of recognition behind his eyes as he looks up and sees your...
With Cleo, with Trevor. Is Trevor okay?
And Trevor, for his part, as you all turn around, having been focused on Boris, you turn in his direction. He is actually sat up, rubbing his eyes as though waking from a great nap,
Fucking hell.
dusting himself off a little bit. And you're like,
Jeez.
oh heck, I didn't think we were going to make it. Oh boy.
Whew.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody,
Well,
take your shoulders down from your ears and have a drink
Yeah.
of water.
And
What a fucking
that-
ride.
I think we can safely end the episode.
fucking hell. Yep.
Oh my god.
I want to throw
Wow.
away these dice. I'm going to bin them. I'm going
Whoa.
to dice jail them. These are now dice jailed dice.
I mean, one of the ones, in fact, the one that really fucked things up was Boris.
Okay.
So, maybe I need to throw out my dice too.
We rolled out our dice, but if you scroll up and look through these, it's a lot of
Probably, yeah.
red. And then the
We-
one that's 6 is a damage
Yeah.
for a red one. So yeah. It's almost like Dick's turtleneck
It's almost
tonight
like the
was
universe was trying to
manifesting
tell us
some
something.
horrible energy.
Hey, I did plan to bring the hurt tonight. I did not plan for it to be quite so rough. Honestly, I was kind of expecting the cold open
Well-
revelation that your base has been bombed to be the worst thing.
Yeah, good.
And we've kind of just forgotten about that fact because, Christ, we were close.
We've
We were
managed to
very
do
close.
It's hard to be sad about your house when you're getting pancaked.
This was an episode about fighting glacial rock movements. We moved nowhere. Everyone stayed in the same position from the start of the episode to the end, effectively. And
Yeah. Hey, you know what we did? We changed hiditude.
exactly, we changed attitude.
Yeah, I mean, Cleo went down for a while,
Yeah.
swam about, and then came
How
back
How
up.
went
crazy is
up.
that? We've never done that before. We've never had an episode before where we just stayed still the entire episode.
I mean, it's like a bottle episode, but like a really brutal one.
It's a bottle episode. We just had we moved, Dan,
I know.
in the vertical.
Oh, heck,
This was
Dick,
very space.
There were too many dice rolls tonight that had too much riding on them, and even though we've made it, the process
Yeah.
of rolling those dice was not enjoyable. The joy you get from being in a fight knowing that you've got, you can take a hit or two,
Well, you
but
didn't
we
have
didn't
that
have
for the
that
whole
at
fight,
all.
So
it's like every dice roll was stressful.
hope we don't die. Hope this isn't the one that ends it all.
Oh man, yeah, okay.
Bionicle.
I'm just speechless. I'm happy we've made it. I'm happy we're alive, but I'm still just like I'm being a bad podcaster at the moment because I have no words. I'm just
We're together. Something incredible happened. This was incredible because oh my God, it was almost all over. We have so many stories left to tell. There are so many places that I want to go. There are so many places that we haven't been there's so many places I want to go back to. There's so much stuff I want to build, and there's so much stuff I want to do.
And we can
there's
do it for now.
There's so much more. And we almost didn't get to do
any one of you could have died, and Boris came damn close.
I thought it was going to be me. I thought I was going to be like sacrificing myself to save Boris and Trevor, like ultimate price. I was happy to get the rock.
You rolled quite well with the things that counted, like the keeping people alive until reinforcements came, like the natural 20 and making yourself the little safe space to hide in and so on. Like
I didn't
that was
like
clever.
that moment. I was so happy that that's where I got my nat 20 because I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be floating here because I knew I needed to put the honey boy around Trevor's face. But I suppose back then I could have abandoned his legs. Maybe I should do that next time.
Oh, jeez.
Ruthless. Well, now that you know,
that's
like,
so
okay, like, when
grim.
it comes down to it, like Boris can lose an arm.
Trevor could have lost some legs.
Boris. We could have, yeah. You got to make these calls, Like, if it's between Trevor losing a leg and Z being crushed into a little smear of paste,
I didn't think of that until just now, though.
I guess
so I was fully ready
point.
to be saying goodbye to Z at this, halfway through.
God damn it, y'all! It's a freaking Tuesday. Like, I'm over here like, oh, I'm breathing into a bag. Everything was almost over in one night.
I'm glad no one died, but at the same time, I mean, I can't just drop another building on you next time, can I? So, like, when am I going to get another shot at it, eh?
No.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, we leave this building and go into the arms of safety? Not really.
Yeah, exactly. There's still the chaos engine out there.
It's like just leaving. We came into this building to seek refuge almost while we looked for the chaos engine.
Wait.
Like, we were trying to avoid the drones.
Chaos engine?
Now, this was where the chaos engine was.
Wait, so how did it get out of
here?
Yeah. The chaos engined itself out? I was about to say, because otherwise, are they able to long range, like, grab a thing? Like, is there any reason to stop them from just, like, trying to use it on half of us, like they've done to Channon?
They can long range use it, but it's way harder to do.
But how does it do it on its Oh.
Fucking hell. I am once again nervous to ask this question, DM Dick Dynamite, but it must be asked. What did you not get to achieve today, or did you get to do all that your heart desired?
Okay, well, I'm not going to lie. I came into this thinking like, right, I think we can get an entire session out of this one simple concept. I'm dropping a building on you.
Right.
You guys have got to deal with, like, what is, like, an insane situation. Like, this is it. This is the entire episode is you got to find a way to survive the unsurvivable. Mm-hmm. And that was it, really. I didn't have, storyline stuff in the pipeline. It was just like, hey, I'm we got ourselves to this position.
Yeah.
You need to make a plan quickly, and then we need to start rolling some dice. And I know it was quite a brutal thing to do, but it just felt like a fun move.
Okay. Cool.
Little design, little concept out
there.
So, I mean, things I didn't get to do. I mean, I didn't get to kill anyone.
Right. Okay.
But that was never the direct intention. That was just a potential circumstance.
Just a tasty little
potential
treat,
if you will.
Well, we'll let Boris know. Heck.
Awesome.
And I mean, I guess I didn't specify in words, but I was acting it out as I did it. So it's actually his right arm that's smashed up.
Okay. Is he right-handed or left-handed?
And Boris is left-handed.
Okay. Well, Old Faithful's still there. So,
yeah, I mean, God, like, should we just get the hell out of here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's been intense.
To the listeners at home, you can exhale now. I won't hurt them anymore. The bastards are safe in a cocoon of green energy for now. But we'll be back with more bastards next time. In the meantime, if you want a little bit more of us in your ears, maybe something a little bit lighter, you could listen to a sidearm if you happen to be a patron. If you're not,
yes.
you could visit patreon.com and become one if your financial situation allows it.
Yes. So it's in the show notes below. And on top of that, if you'd like to ever chat with us or other fans of the show, then also down below is the Discord group where you can come and join us and hang out.
Boy,
Tell us how you
howdy.
felt about this episode. Tell us how you wish, insert Backwater Bastard's name here, had been crushed by rocks, because it would have been more dramatic. Or the opposite. Maybe you think I was a bit harsh. Either way, we might see you there. Thank you very much for listening.
And we're going to make content forever. So if you like it, there's more where that came from.
Heck.
Yeah, but until then, until we make some more of this content, we're gonna bow on out and say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.
Would you look at that? Oh, I've never seen anything quite so exciting for a while. Oh, the entire building down. Do you think they survived? I don't count on it. It's a real shame about Channon, but you can't make an omelet. Right. Let's get this show on the road. Zuzu, you're next.